Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you happen to be watching this, welcome back for another Football Manager experiment / player guide with Riyad Mahrez. Rumour has come up on Sky Sports this evening to say that Man City have put in a second bid of £50 million. It's been rejected and now Riyad Mahrez has put in a transfer request. Now, I've been asked on Twitter to do this experiment to see how we might get on at Man City. So thank you to Mike Phillips for asking for this suggestion. What do I personally think of it before we get into the experiment? I think if Riyad Mahrez wants to go to Man City and be a squad player, be a backup to the main people there, then good luck to him. If that's what he's after, if he wants a big money move, wants a pay packet, a pay increase on his wages, then fair play. If you're happy to do that, go sit on the bench for half of the games, then, as far as I'm concerned, be my guest. I think Man City have got far better players in their squad than Riyad Mahrez. If we just take a look at some of the players that they've got in there. Obviously, we know Leroy Sané's just got injured, but he's a far better player than what Mahrez is. Bernardo Silva is a young, very good player who is only going to get better with time and will be better than Riyad Mahrez. Raheem Sterling's having a far better season than Mahrez as well. Has come on leaps and bounds under Guardiola. Is Raheem Sterling the finished product? No, but he's a good player. Kevin De Bruyne is just one of the best passers of the ball I've ever seen and is an absolute god on the ball. So, like I said, if he's happy to go sit there, then by all means do it. But the main part of this experiment is that I'm going to find out how his team, his current team, Leicester, would do with some more money. I have put into their bank balance and also into their transfer kitty all of the money that they would get from the 50 million. They haven't, I don't think they've made, haven't made any signings as of yet. This is 7th of August. So I want to see if they do spend that money, and if so, who would they replace him with, and how will they get on without him? That's the main part of this experiment. But we'll have a look at Riyad Mahrez. Man City fans, do you honestly think that he's going to get into your team much? Do you think this is a good signing? Leicester City fans, do you think he'll get into the team? How will you cope without him? Let me know down in the comment section. Let's get on to the end of the season and find out how both parties get on if, and it's a big if this transfer comes off. So just by looking at the league table end of season 1, in terms of both teams, for Man City, it's not been a very good season. They've lost 11 games, whereas Leicester finish in 10th. So I suppose Leicester, where they are at the moment in real life in 7th, they've had a slightly worse season. It's been kind of average, but that is the Premier League. Outside the top 6, everyone else is pretty much average. So let's go and find out how Mahrez has got on. I generally don't know. Well, it hasn't gone well for Man City because they've now got another manager, so that's a good start. So Mahrez has played a grand total of 12 games in the Premier League, 9 substitute appearances, 3 goals and no assists. So not been used much at all. As I previously mentioned, he's just going to be a squad player. So, not productive at all in terms of what he's offered. In comparison to the rest of the team, I can guarantee he's going to be right near the bottom of this list. Yep, there he is, right down at the bottom. Goals 4. Not really made much of a contribution. Raheem Sterling has, Bernardo Silva has, Kevin De Bruyne has, with no assist to his name. I don't understand why Man City need to sign him. I said it on Twitter that I actually think that if they buy a holding midfielder, their squad will be complete. I think Mahrez will make more of an impact by staying at Leicester than what he would do at Man City, but that's just my personal opinion. Let's go and see how Leicester got on in terms of spending any money. Did they make any big purchases? Wow, they have. So they have bought Alex Pritchard from Norwich. Well, that's not going to be happening in real life because he's at Huddersfield. John Swift has come in for a lot of money. That's a lot of money for someone who's a bang average championship player. Aaron Lennon, who's gone to Burnley. We've got Kieran Trippier. That's a very good signing. That is a very good sign, especially for 7.5 million. That's a brilliant money. Josh Murphy from Norwich. Wow, so 2 signings from my club. Interesting. And also bought in Ben Burton from Nottingham Forest, who's a youngster who's got quite a bit of potential. So they've spent £49 million of, they've spent the entire budget on some very good, quite some good young players other than Aaron Lennon, but some good players with a point to prove. How many of those guys actually got match experience? So Kieran Trippier played 11 games after the January transfer window, so that's an okay return. John Swift played 9, Pritchard played 4, Lennon played 5, and Brereton, I would imagine, sitting in the reserve somewhere. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. And has played quite a handful of games for the reserves. So Leicester won't, well, according to Football Manager, Leicester won't be that detrimented by Mahrez going. I don't know about that in real life. Like I said, I don't know if this rumour is actually going to come through. I don't know if anything's going to happen, but let me know what you make of the potential transfer, what you make of the move. Do you agree with it? Do you? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts, because this one is going to cause, well, I would imagine, a lot of comments to be made. Should Man City buy him? Do they need him? Can Leicester afford to sell him? Who would you replace him with? Is there anybody in your squad that could step up? Maybe it's Demarai Gray's time to shine as the main man. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Interesting experiment, and we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for watching and for taking the time. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all that kind of jazz. And until we see each other next time, adios.